Hello, it's Dan Bunker here from United Learning's EdTech team. And in this short video, we're going to look at how we can use Teams to create a virtual parental consultation evening. I'm going to start by opening my Teams app, which I've got on the screen here, and using the navigation to open the calendar area. From the calendar, I can create a new meeting. On the drop down, it'll show you there's two sorts of meetings. Scheduled meetings, which are the regular Teams meetings we're used to and we're going to use for this particular event, and live events, which are special broadcasts where the end user doesn't interact in the same way. I want a more personal, interactive meeting, so I'm going to call it a scheduled meeting, or if I just click New Meeting, it will automatically create that scheduled meeting. Now I'm going to call this Parental Consultations, and I'm going to invite myself to the meeting by typing in my email So I've invited myself to the parental consultation. I'm going to set the date for Thursday night at 6 o'clock. I want to run these from. And my room will be open till 8 o'clock. I might want to repeat this on another evening, and I can do that, or I can just use the same link for the other evening. I'm not going to add a channel or a location, and I'm just going to put parental consultations. And I'm going to send that meeting to myself. Now I'll pick that meeting up in my calendar now, where it says on Thursday the 10th, parental consultation meeting. If I click on that, I'll see there's a link to join that meeting and also some meeting options. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure the meeting options are appropriate for a parental consultation meeting. So I'm going to click on meeting options. It'll open a new window. And for these options, I want to make sure that my guests don't bypass the lobby. That means they can't enter the meeting without me admitting them. And by default, external users, which are people outside my organisation, by default they will be forced to use the lobby. And if I'm in any doubt and I don't want any other teachers popping in, should they happen to have this link, I can make it only me. But I'm going to leave it at people in my organisation, the default setting. And I don't want people to bypass the lobby, and I want just to be told when parents join or leave the meeting. And only me is going to be the preset for presenting information. I don't want the parents to be able to have the ability to take over my screen or request control. So there's not much to change. But make sure it's people in my organisation for the lobby bypass and only you presenting. Click save, and that's the meeting options taken care of. Now the other thing I need to do is to get this link. So I'm just going to copy this link, and that's copied to my clipboard. I can then use that link in an email to parents that explains what time they'll be coming to their meeting and how long the meeting's for, and all parents can have the same link to join this Microsoft Teams meeting. So once that's copied, I can put that into an email and send it off. We'll then have a look at how that actual meeting will work with your various parents joining. So now I'm in my email program and I'm inviting the parent to the meeting. Each parent will need an individual invite because they'll have a unique slot, but the meeting link is the same for all parents. That way the teacher can just stay in the one Teams meeting and have parents come and go at the appropriate time in a similar way that it would work in a face-to-face situation. So I just need to paste that link that I copied out of my Teams. If I paste it directly, it'll look a little bit like that, which is fine. The link will work, but just for presentational reasons, I might want to just write it slightly differently. And what I'll do is I'll just type it in and change the format slightly so it stands out. And I'm going to make that a hyperlink by right-clicking and choosing the link option and just pasting in that long hyperlink that is generated for the Teams meeting. So here's my email. I'll send that off. I'm now going to go live and join that Teams meeting and wait for the parent to join. I'm going to join that meeting now, and I'm going to use my Teams app as the teacher, and that'll open up Teams and allow me to join this meeting. So I'm in the meeting waiting for my first parent to attend. I can check my microphone, camera's working. In the meantime, I'm going to join from another account over here. So I should get a notification in a moment saying Mr. Jones, who's my appointment at 6:10, is waiting in the lobby. I can view the lobby to see if anybody else is there, but shouldn't be. There's only Mr. Jones. And what I'm going to do is admit Mr. Jones by clicking on the tick there. Mr. Jones is now in the meeting, and I'm able to talk to him via his web browser and have the consultation. When that consultation is finished, I can click on Mr. Jones through the 3 dots at the end of his name under this participants window, and when it's time for Mr. Jones to go, thank you Mr. Jones, you've had your 10 minutes, cheerio, I remove him from the meeting. Hopefully, if everything's running to task, I will then have another notification in a couple of minutes that Mr. Smith or the next person on your parental consultation list is available and waiting in the lobby, and you'll admit them in the same way. So this way you can have your single Teams meeting with people being admitted by you and leaving of their own accord, or if they're not leaving of their own accord, you can click on the 3 dots next to their name and remove them from the meeting. Hopefully this way you can have a relatively normal style parental consultation meeting, making sure you've got everybody's slot lined up, and your parents will be joining via a guest link using their web browser to join your meeting.